Universal Studio Happy Celebration Thursday. I think we're all eager for that. It has been a really energetic week, and it has been so... Oh, excuse me. Oh, okay, thank you. There we go. Thank you. All right, good morning again. Now we have... Anyway, thank you all for coming to this session. It's been great to meet many of you as I walked through the room and heard a lot about the objectives and some of the information you want to get out of today. Today is about security can't wait. You've been hearing a lot about security through the days here at Ignite, and we're here to help you get started with FastTrack for Microsoft 365, which is a tool in helping you to get deployed and drive adoption in your organizations. What I want to do is first introduce my co-speakers with me. We have brought the FastTrack Center experts. We have many out in the audience as well. And I have here Patrick McSweeney with our Intune team and Pallavi Durham with our Azure Active Directory team. So they will be speaking throughout the presentation with me today. But first and foremost, let's just dive right in, make this a great productive session for you. We've got 45 minutes. I'm probably going to talk pretty fast. But we'll have a Q&A time at the end for you, and we have the experts here to help you. What we're going to do is make sure you walk out understanding some key trends and statistics in the marketplace, what's happening with security. Then what is FastTrack for Microsoft 365? The journey you will go on when you use this service, and I'll get into that in detail in just a second, and then some of the value points that you need to take away to your organization and to your business stakeholders, such as finance and procurement. We'll talk about fundamental security, and what does that mean? What does baseline fundamental security mean in today's world? And then we'll talk about next steps, actions, resources, and tools that we have. All right, so just before I get started, and these are some of the statistics I will, whoops. The statistics slide is not progressing. Let's see if there it goes. All right, sorry. So a show of hands, how many are aware of FastTrack? Have you heard of FastTrack? Okay, great. That is great. All right, we're going to dive into a little bit more detail on that. Let's talk about these market statistics. What is the market reality that is taking place? Basically, we have 72% of the global workforce going mobile by 2020. So we're thinking now about security, the fact that we have a mobile workforce. We're all going onto our mobile phones every day when we're doing our work. Next up, the most common, you probably heard Joy Chick, our CVP, and Robert Leifert, our CVP of M365 Security. The middle statistic is the top #1 statistic we see as a key challenge, which is 81% of the breaches are occurring because of the weak password situation. So you heard about passwordless. We have Azure Active Directory, and we're going to be talking about how do we cover that statistic for you with FastTrack? How do we help you with that? And then there is shadow IT. How many of you know what shadow IT is? Okay, great. That's good. For those that are not aware, it is the term representing the other organizations in like departments, such as your BDMs, your business decision makers in marketing, HR, finance, who are spinning up databases or other types of IT technology without your awareness and putting your organization and data at risk. So that is happening at a huge, significant proportion in the marketplace, and we're here to help address that as well. This one here? Oh, no problem. All right, and I will give it one more second. You got it? All right. So with that, we hear you talk about your challenges. We talk to you, when we're talking with you, we hear you say very, very strongly, I should say, I've got M365. This is what we've been hearing in our expo as well. I don't know where to begin. Who can help me start? How do I prioritize what I need to be going and doing first? A lot of it has to do with who do I work with as a trusted partner to be able to engage and get this momentum going. So all of these are actual takeaways from customer research, focus groups, discussions at events such as this, where we captured this and wanted you to see what your colleagues are saying and the challenges we're hearing. But what's interesting is that we hear what you want to do. We understand that you have security as a challenge. In other words, basically, actually, let me mention a research study. In 2018 State of the Cloud research, top 3 challenges that we see you all having globally and worldwide is security. Security is number 1, and that's great, and we're here to help with that. But the other 2 are having the knowledge and the resources to help, to get it done. And the third one is having efficient cloud spend. So with that, and to keep FastTrack in mind now when we talk about that, we wrap around all of those 3 components in terms of enabling you to go forward and getting security in your organization. So here's what we actually see you doing. So now you've seen the market statistics. We've showed you some of the pain points, the challenges that you're facing out there. And this is what our research, this is what we see you doing when we're working with you in our deployments and when we're looking at our data. So you've got your focus on the end result. You want your end users to be productive. That is awesome. You've got your vision. Then the priority is to let me get my Exchange. I got to do my data migration. Great. But then we see you finish that and come back and go, I've got to do security. So my analogy for you is, how many have done a house remodel or a remodel project? Okay, so the analogy here is you just bought that fancy furniture, you've now laid it down in the room, the furniture is all in, brand new furniture, but you have to do your flooring and you have to do other main components that go underneath. And so this is what we see happening. This is the must-do deployment approach we want you to walk away with today, and what you've been hearing from our security CVPs and our other sessions through Ignite. We want you to be able to do it all together. Lay the foundation with security first, identity, devices, and then your information protection. Something in each of those buckets so that you have wrapped the security blanket around all of your apps and infrastructure. So security can't wait, and this is an actual example from a food and beverage company where they instituted a security protocol for compliance across their global locations worldwide. And what happened, this is showing a typical technology deployment. They finished deploying, but what happened is one of the subsidiaries decided, I'm not going to follow the guidance. I don't have the time. I don't have the resources. My infrastructure may not take that on. And what happened is they were experiencing a lot of phishing attacks, which made them go forward with this mandatory compliance. And that one subsidiary ended up getting attacked, and basically they went into non-compliance with a very significant, expensive investigation underway. So this is active and live, happening as we speak, and they have come to us for help on that. So again, this is what we see most often. Here is why security can't wait, and what we recommend you fundamentally have as baseline security. This is a great slide. I would take a snapshot of this. Have your identity, MFA, conditional access in place, devices, protect the devices with your mobile device management, app protection, Windows Defender ATP, and what we call Office ATP, your threat protection when it comes to protecting your email, just at a baseline level. There is more progression to more advanced security, but baseline, fundamental to start protecting yourself from all the phishing and cybersecurity issues. This is your slide. So what is FastTrack for Microsoft 365? And yes, I don't know how many of you know, it is included with your subscription. If you're not using FastTrack for Microsoft 365, you are leaving money on the table. So we want you to be walking out of here today not only with fundamental baseline security action items in mind, we want you to be going forward with FastTrack. And we have our expo booth right at the center where the giant nucleus is. We're right next to that, the deployment area. So definitely go over to the booth, and we have experts that can even help get you started there, or if you have more questions. So FastTrack for Microsoft 365 is our deployment and adoption service included with your subscription. The intent is to help you accelerate deployment and increase the usage rate of adoption as you're deploying your products and workloads. The big feedback we got, we started this because we heard from you, I bought this great technology, I need help. And so we came forward with Microsoft investing in a team of over 800 engineers worldwide in 13 different languages, 27 languages digitally on our website, but to be there to help you and handhold you remotely all the way through all of your deployments. It's a repeatable service, meaning for as long as you own that subscription, you can come back to FastTrack for Microsoft 365 as many times as you want, and at any stage as you want, as we dive into the stages as well. We offer FastTrack through multiple channels, and I know I talked to some of you are our partners in the audience as well. So there's self-serve. You can come to our Microsoft.com/FastTrack website. Many docs and resources available there for you if you just want to start that way. You can go in and work directly with our Microsoft engineers and experts. Or as a partner, you can work with your partner as well. As a customer, your partner can actually submit a request for assistance and look at FastTrack in either way as an extension of your team in terms of focusing on the key workload and deployment issues that you need, and you can focus on other projects as well. From an eligibility standpoint, FastTrack serves 150 seats and higher. For those that are less than 150 seats, there are a lot of docs online. We have a lot of resources that walk you through how you can deploy and set up Azure Active Directory in the devices and your information protection as well. So we have that all taken care of for you there. And then as we get more complex and larger too, we have additional engineering resources that we look to in that regard. FastTrack from Microsoft is your first stop. That is the first place you go, and we route you. We work with all of the experts according to the workload and objectives and solutions and scenarios you want to achieve. The value of FastTrack, this was research we have done with the FastTrack team, and the additional slide I'm going to show you with Forrester research. By looking at customers who did or did not work with FastTrack, again, don't leave money on the table. You will get 38% reduction in time for deployment, 3.5 times increase in active usage is what our customers were experiencing, and 67% increase in customer satisfaction. And that satisfaction comes into play because you've not only now bought the technology, you're experiencing the return on the investment and bringing your organization along with you. I have received many questions from our IT pros and admins who come to me during these events, and they say, I need statistics to help me build the case and get my budget approved with my finance or procurement guys back at home. And so these statistics are great statistics for you to take back if you're putting your proposals together, your business case together, to lay out the foundation to get that security approved and your workloads approved. These are very key statistics here for you. So I won't go through them in detail, take a snapshot. It is all being live streamed and recorded too for you, but these are great to help substantiate that point on return on investment when you implement and then work with fasttrack.microsoft.com. So let's go through the journey. When you engage with the FastTrack from Microsoft 365, we take you on 3 key stages. You don't have to use every one of these stages. You can come in at different orders or stages that you're in as you currently are. But there's envisioning, onboarding, and driving value. And envisioning is really about the whole planning and prioritization process where we fill out a success plan for you. I'll go into each of these sections we'll be going into detail for you. There is the onboard process, and then the driving value, the driving of end user adoption. So let's jump in to envision, the envision stage first. So with the envision stage, what you will encounter is we will review with you the success plan. You'll see that on site too. To get started with FastTrack, you go to our website, microsoft.com/FastTrack, and you log in with your tenant ID, and that's where you'll go into a portal where you have access to a request for assistance form. I have handouts here for you too, so it has all of this information on it for you, and we have it at the end of this deck as well. So what you'll do is you'll submit that, and then we have the success plan. It walks you through all of the points here on the slide that you can see, the goals, what are your scenarios, who are the key stakeholders, your key influencers in the organization. We talk about the timing of your implementation as well, and in terms of all the workloads that you have in mind. We'll also come with recommendations. We are very consultative, and we are working off of thousands of customers and best practices that we've learned as well, and sharing that with you. And then what we do is an upfront discussion on assessing the type of users you have in your organization. And these are key questions to be thinking about. What are the applications that are being used? Are you understanding the activity that's taking place by your end users with the different types of data? Do you have different user groups you're needing to set up? So this is another good flow of understanding the users within your organization so that we can help to set up the appropriate security and infrastructure with you. And then with that, I'm going to pass on, we'll go into the onboard phase, and I'll pass it to Pallavi.
Thanks, Dina. Hey, everyone. As Dina mentioned, my name is Pallavi Theram, and I'm a program manager on the Azure AD Customer Experience team. So let's talk about the onboarding phase in FastTrack. So this is the phase when things start coming to life, right? You have your FastTrack team assigned to you. You have your key stakeholders on your side. You've already discussed your business scenarios and your use cases at this point. So this is where the first phase that FastTrack gets into is assessing your current environment, making sure that your current environment and your infrastructure, your cloud infrastructure, is ready to take advantage of all the capabilities that we're offering through EMS. Right? I'm going to build on Dina's analogy of the house. It's basically setting up the wiring and setting up the plumbing in place in your house to make sure that you can use your smart lights, to use IoT, to use Wi-Fi. It's exactly that, right? So setting up that key infrastructure in the beginning and making sure that it's secure is extremely important. And that's what FastTrack helps you do. So the key pieces here are you have network, you have identity, you have your device setup, you have your operating system like Windows 10, you have OPP or Office Pro Plus. Like these are the different pieces that you should make sure are secure, and these are the foundational pieces. And when we talk about security, why it's key is because you're protecting that one valuable resource in your organization, right? Your data. And depending on that sensitivity of the data and who has access to that data, you want to make sure that you establish different levels of security in your organization. So if you look at this slide here, this is basically a graphical representation of how you would think of the different levels of security in your organization. A lot of your workers might fall, a lot of your users might fall under the baseline phase. So that's the area where they work with everyday data. You require some minimal baseline protection for these users, right? Then you have other departments in your organization like finance or legal or sales. Now that data is sensitive. You don't want that data. There's consequences of that data leaking or getting exposed from your organization. So you want to establish a higher level of security there. So that's your sensitive. And finally, you have your boardroom or you have your executives. Like they have access to trade secret classified information, right? So that's the highest level of security that you want to establish for these users. So at the end of the day, you need to think about how do I balance out my end user experience with functionality and security? And so these three levels sort of play a part in establishing that. Now, from an Azure AD perspective, there are features that FastTrack can help you set up to basically enable these security levels, right? The most important one, and you may have all heard of this, it's conditional access. So conditional access is that capability that brings security into users, devices, and applications. So as a FastTrack engineer, they can help you set up these security policies. So just a 30-second spiel on, or basically an introduction on conditional access here. It's basically setting up security policies so that you have certain conditions like your user groups or devices or inside and outside of the corporate network. All of these things are taken into account. And based on what those conditions are, you can enforce certain controls. a typical or a most common scenario that FastTrack engineers enable in terms of conditional access is setting up your secure user access for users outside of your corporate network. Right? That's the most common conditional access policy that they set up. So they help you set up a proof of concept, you can pilot it with a group of users, and then they help you roll it out to your organization. So one of the controls there is multi-factor authentication, making sure that the user is who he says he is, right? Through a device, through the authenticator app, through a phone call. It could be any of these mechanisms, but FastTrack engineers can help you set up and configure those policies. The next one is identity protection. This, again, is the intelligence that Azure AD has, that it gathers from the billions of logins that happen every day across the different Microsoft accounts, both personal and corporate, right? So it gathers all of this intelligence and then basically feeds it into your organization so you can detect if there are vulnerabilities in your organization as well as protect against them using conditional access. So if you have a user whose credentials may have been leaked and we're able to detect it, then your policy will help enforce a password change on your users. And all of these pieces are operationalized into FastTrack, so they can help you configure all of these. And finally, you have your admins, right? They're your most privileged users. They have a lot of access, a lot of power in your organization. So with privileged identity management, which is another feature in scope for FastTrack, they can help you figure out who your current admins are and then make sure that the users get just-in-time administrative access to your corporate resources. So they need admin access for a particular amount of time to complete a task. They can finish it in that much time, and then they become normal users again, so you don't have permanent global admin access to everyone in your organization. So these are some of the features. There are other features that are in scope for FastTrack, where they can help you establish security, not just for your Microsoft applications and services, but also your third-party SaaS applications, your on-premise applications. So it's bringing everything together under that Azure AD umbrella of security. So that's a little bit about securing your users in the organization and how FastTrack can help you. I'll hand over the mic to Patrick, and he'll talk about how FastTrack can help you secure your devices in an org.
Thanks, Pallavi. How's everybody doing? I'm Patrick McSweeney, and I'm a member of the Intune customer experience team. Today, I'm going to talk about 3 core scenarios of how FastTrack can help you set up Intune in your environment. So I want to take a quick step back and talk about the phase of assessment. One of the things that we do in FastTrack is we make sure to really understand your business goals and your requirements. We also want to help educate you on the features and functionality that are available in our service. EMS is changing monthly. It's rapid-paced, and it is hard to keep up with everything that's happening. So FastTrack, we spend a lot of time investing in support and readiness so that they can keep you up to date on what new features we have and how we can help you be successful. When we talk about mobile device management, a FastTrack engineer can help you set up policies to manage your Windows 10, iOS, Mac, and Android devices. We want to help you deploy security and productivity apps down to those devices. We want to make sure that you have conditional access set up so that when your devices are accessing your environment, they're meeting your business requirements and making sure that they're secure. And we can help you deploy email profiles, Wi-Fi, and VPN. The other scenario I want to talk about is application protection. One of the things we're seeing in FastTrack is our customers are coming in and they're able to set up application protection policies really quickly with very limited end user impact. My slide change? No. So when you think about app protection, you can do this with no end user impact, and it can be done without impacting or with doing it really quickly. So when I think about app protection, there are 2 scenarios I want to talk about. The first is setting up an app protection policy to do things like prevent cut, copy, and paste from a managed app to an unmanaged app. We also want to help you set up, is this moving? My fault. We also want to help you set up app conditional access to make sure that you have a standard way of accessing Exchange Online with Outlook Mobile, protected with app protection policies. This is really important, and the reason it's important is if someone leaves your organization, a device is lost or stolen, you have the ability to wipe that data and selectively wipe only the corporate data, leaving that user's data on their device. So let me ask, how many of you have Configuration Manager in your environment? How many of you set up co-management? Wow. So if you're interested, we do support co-management in FastTrack. When you come into a FastTrack engagement for co-management, you should expect the engineer to be able to help you hybrid Azure AD join your devices, Azure enroll, or set up Azure auto enrollment. And we've added support for the Cloud Management Gateway because we know that a lot of our customers are going to be thinking about that autopilot scenario and provisioning devices in the future. And we're going to be able to help those internet-connected devices speak to your Configuration Manager environment. Once you have those prereqs in place for co-management, we're going to help you enroll all your devices into a co-managed state, meaning that device will be Azure Active Directory joined, AD joined, Intune enrolled, and still have a Configuration Manager agent on the device. Once you've done that, we're going to help you determine what workloads you have on-prem and how we're going to help you transition those to the cloud. What we're seeing today is a lot of our customers are enabling conditional access from Intune for their Windows 10 devices. We're also seeing our customers take advantage of the Windows Update for Business, really taking advantage of the new servicing model for Windows 10 and building out a ring strategy and moving away from WSUS. So there's great opportunity. We have a lot of support for the Intune features in FastTrack, and we want to help you be successful as you take that journey. I'm going to give it back to Dina.
Great. Thank you.
You don't need that.
Yeah, no.
Just this.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Pallavi. All right, so the next stage of the journey is driving value. I thought this statistic was very interesting. I picked that up actually from Dux, who spoke on Teams adoption, a theater that was a couple of days ago. But we all know change is met with resistance. Only 34% of early majority was willing to adopt new technology. So that is pretty significant. These are early adopters who are still having hesitancy and having some resistance. With the FastTrack service, we help drive adoption. We give a lot of, I don't want to just say adoption, actually. I edited the slide before this session to put sustainable, meaning end user adoption isn't just about do one training and just be done. It is about ongoing momentum, setting expectations from the beginning when we talked about the envision state and planning, all the way through to setting more expectations, the resources, the templates, and workshops that we can help you with as you set that up. This is a great list of some best practice approaches to driving adoption. On the top left, the biggest recommendation FastTrack will help you with is let's identify those nuggets, those quick wins in your organization. Take those and communicate them and show them as examples and best practices, and others then start to embrace and jump on. The other thing is that we provide a lot of the content to help jumpstart your project, as I mentioned earlier. And then FastTrack will check in with you regularly to ensure you're having the ongoing progress and momentum. And then we're not done. So very quickly, at the end, we want to make sure you have visibility to the reporting and the analytics and all of your end users and what risks you might still have in place. And so FastTrack does help you set up those features to enable reporting that you see here listed on our slide. So, yes, absolutely.
One key thing about FastTrack is they're a direct line to the product group as well. So if you have product features, you have requests, those pieces come directly from FastTrack to us. So the roadmap of the product and what we prioritize in terms of building and figuring out, like building and designing in the product is dependent on your feedback that we get through FastTrack. So that's a direct line into the product group.
Thank you. So we're often asked, what are some of the key learnings that we've heard from our customers? And these are two examples that we've heard from our customers in terms of best practice and learnings. And a lot of it is to try to dedicate resources to adoption when it comes to driving value. And both of these customers here found that to be very valuable in terms of really committing to that, putting that plan in place, leveraging the resources and tools that we had that they didn't know we had, and then dedicate and go forward with that. And then we have other best practices here as well. From a repeatable standpoint, this was a learning from this company on the left. They came to FastTrack and realized they thought they had used up all of their ability to even use FastTrack. And we said, no, this is repeatable. So this was a learning up front. And this is what we make sure we communicate to you. As long as you own your subscription, it is at no additional charge, and we have it as a repeatable service for you. You can keep coming back. We have learnings from the onboarding from United Bank. United Bank actually spoke with us last year and just he said one of the things was we handheld him through the process. Another key point is that challenge I mentioned earlier on in the presentation was the pain point of not having the knowledge and expertise. Many of our customers say to us, this is great because now I am able to walk away with the knowledge and expertise in my organization now that I've been handheld and walking with FastTrack. So we're really happy to see that. And again, other benefits that you'll see here, I'm on a yellow on my light here, so feel free to look at our deck in terms of some of the benefits many of our customers have seen and some of the results that our customers have seen. And then last but not least, I want you all to walk away with that number one action that we talked about. Actually, two key actions. One, FastTrack, come to FastTrack. We are here for you. We have a lot of the experts here. I'm coming to the end here because we have the experts here to answer any Q&A. I also have giveaways for those coming up for Q&A. And then also definitely the fundamental baseline security. Get your identity in place. Get your MFA, 100% MFA, conditional access. Get your devices protected, and then look into your apps and wrap that security blanket around in that fashion. And then also create that success plan. The first point, as you all know, is developing that implementation plan, the prioritization. We get the question all the time, especially from the M365 E3 or E5, if you've purchased those, where do I begin? And the FastTrack for Microsoft 365 will help you with that. And then also asking for help. We're here. You can call FastTrack also. And then Secure Score. We will help set that up as well. You probably heard a lot about Secure Score. Secure Score is on your admin portal showing you, here is what I have purchased. Here is what I have lit up. You get a score for that, and a lot of great recommendations and next steps that you can take to continue evolving your customers' and your organization's security posture and maturity. And then we have for you a lot of resources in the deck. So when you get back home, you can click on many of these, including the website. And we have many more than what's on this slide here today. So I'd love to move it to Q&A, obviously the evaluation, but we're open for questions. And thank you very much for coming to today's session. Please, if you do, yes, thank you. Please use the mics, and we'll take it from there. Let's do you, sir, first, and then we'll come right to you.
You explain, I guess, what the different tiers are for the levels of assistance that are in the program, and what are the, I guess, prerequisites to get to the various levels?
So in terms of eligibility, are you talking about the Envision, Onboard, and Drive Value, or more from a data?
I guess really just from a what are the numbers, like how big an environment is required? Because as I understand, there's some where there's some sort of remote assistance, others where an engineer can actually get involved. I've heard different answers, and I think it's kind of a tiered solution. So I'm wondering what the levels are.
Yeah, do you want to take
I can
it?
answer that. Yeah, it's 150 licenses or above. Mm-hmm. It's not a tiered system. So think about it as, if you have less than 150 licenses, we have a self-service model. Above 150, we'll work directly with you and assign resources to make sure you're successful in your journey.
Thank you.
I'll just add
There are scenarios for some of our largest and big complex customers where we do engage directly with the customer and may have somebody go on site. So there are scenarios, but we triage that through the FastTrack motion.
Yes, many times you mentioned that it's included with your subscription. So which subscriptions are we talking about? Is it desktop subscriptions? Is it Office, Pro Plus, on-prem, or are they all cloud subscriptions that?
It's O365 and EMS today. So it'll be the cloud subscriptions. Or yeah, that's right. Or M365, depending on your licensing model.
So we have 1,000 E5 license with Office 365. We have a Azure tenant set up to do Windows Analytics. We have no Azure AD set up. So can FastTrack help us get to at least that point? Because almost everything's predicated on Azure AD.
Do you have EMS licenses?
We do.
Perfect. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, so when you set up your Office 365 tenant, that's by default, you're setting up your Azure AD at that time. So your Azure Active Directory identities are the same as your Office 365 tenant identities. So setting that up and then helping you deploy security with the rest of the features is absolutely something FastTrack can do for you. Mm-hmm. Sure.
So I got a question for you guys. How do you decide who your partners are? Because we've had a bad experience twice now where we brought in a partner for our OneDrive, and that partner knew less than we did about the product. We were actually directing the partner, and so we got billed for that, and then we bring another partner in, so we're like, okay, we'll try it one more time with the FastTrack. We bring another partner in for our Exchange rollout, and it's almost the exact same thing. He comes in, and he's sitting there going, oh, well, hold on, let me go ask this guy. Oh, let me go ask this guy. And he couldn't answer even our basic questions. And we're not a huge company. We got 3,000 seats. But where do we get the confidence back to say, hey, okay, now I'm going to use FastTrack because we want to roll out Intune and we want to incorporate these other devices? How can you guys give me back confidence on that?
Great question. There are two ways we work with from a partner perspective. If you have a partner of record, we will work with that partner and give the hand-holding guidance and become an extension of your partner's team to make sure you got the experts to help guide that more appropriately. The other scenario is that we also have FastTrack ready partners. So those are partners that have specialty competencies in the workloads that are needed.
And those are the ones we used. You guys recommended these FastTrack partners to us.
Yeah.
We didn't bring them in. These were ones that you guys said, we went to Microsoft. Microsoft said, oh, use X company.
Okay, and that was through FastTrack?
Yes.
Okay, so this is good. This is actually, thank you, this is great feedback. So this isn't what I would call the typical situation that happened. That is where I would re-engage and just inquire, get with our team and let us know. We'll take this back with us and make sure.
I would love your name and get your feedback on this. Our partner strategy model is evolving. Historically, they sell to you, there's SIs, but as part of the FastTrack motion and program that we're bringing from engineering, we're doing the same motion with partners. So, and the start of that is the FastTrack ready partners because they snap to the FastTrack program model. But you're right, we're not there yet. We're transitioning into that. So not only are we trying to get our partners ready to the level and map to our FastTrack delivery resources, but the program itself, we have a historical model that we're changing to the new model. And from your experience, and I've visited customers, so we've seen this. So please give us that feedback direct. I'm over here, and let us help us fix that. So we know it's not perfect. We have a vision. We're just not there yet in terms of landing the delivery. So we're working on that.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Okay, I apologize. My question's almost the same. So we had gone through with a CSR partner to set up our environment, and now we're looking to use a different partner. But this is the first that we've actually heard about FastTrack at all. So I'm just curious in terms of, should our partner be engaging with you guys in terms of acquiring FastTrack support, or that's something that we should be getting on and kicking that off? And I just wasn't clear about that because you had made reference to from our tenant services, but we don't even have that set up yet.
Yeah. This is, you want to take that, Urim? Or, okay.
So the key is to align and try to find partners that are part of the FastTrack Ready program. That's key because those are the partners that we are directly tied to, and we're helping them with their readiness, making sure they're on the same page. So I would start there. We also have within engineering, PM group, just like we're part of the FastTrack PM team in engineering. There's teams set up for working directly with partners, and some of the old programs are evolving to match to this level, but we're strategizing with having the partner ecosystem and anchoring it with the FastTrack Ready partners for those deployment programs aligned to this.
Yeah,
So-
and then if I heard the question also, thank you, Urim. You mentioned you're working with a partner now, right? Yeah. Yeah, so however you'd like to work, you can actually have your partner submit a request for assistance. You could submit the request for assistance, but we will work with your partner. It would be your partner-led deployment. You'd have them, and then we'd be the extension of their team, working all of us together. So
I would highly recommend that.
yeah, I think that
It's part of your benefit.
Yes.
And having that partner have access, they do not need to be.
they don't need to be, no. So we will work with your partner.
Think of us as your backstop.
Where they're complement, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the question.
Yes, just a little more information, please, on the co-management part of Configuration Manager, the prerequisites, procedure for implementation, and just some benefits.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you're doing a co-management, the very first thing you got to do is you got to set up hybrid Azure AD join and auto enrollment. So you have current branch.
We're actually in the middle of setting that up right now.
Awesome. So current branch is the very first thing you're going to need.
Assessment portion, right?
Okay. And then, so I would highly recommend getting engaged with FastTrack. We'll assign you an engineer that has gone through all of the training and readiness to be able to support you. As you bring your environment up to 1806 and the newest version of current branch, we'll help you enable hybrid Azure AD join, Azure Active Directory join, and we'll make sure that you have all the prereqs in place. And we'll just guide you along and we'll work with you at your pace. So if it's once a week or once a month you want to meet, our engineers can get on a call, they can help troubleshoot or look at what's going on and then provide you guidance.
Top two benefits for using that.
Using co-management? Oh, it's an opportunity for you to really cloud attach your environment and start thinking about what you have on-prem today and what you can move to the cloud. So there's, I think, 9 workloads that you can move today from Configuration Manager to the cloud. So if you're looking to modernize your environment, looking to sort of start to think about how am I going to get to the cloud in a controlled fashion, this is the opportunity. You always still have the config man agent to do all the work that you need to do on-prem today.
Yes.
And now you start to think about how I take advantage of the cloud features.
Okay, that clarifies. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome.
Thank you for the question.
We're a medium-sized 5,000 employee, but I'm the CISO, and we just signed a contract on Thursday, and we did set up our tenant. But the problem is that's in another silo, another team. Me as a CISO, how do I get access to this? What do I need to have to be able to get access to these FastTrack items for the security pieces?
Have you purchased the licenses?
Yep. Just did it Thursday.
Then you have it. You're eligible. All you have to do now, if you want to request assistance, you go to our, yes, thank you. I was just going to, Patrick's mind reading me. On the back, there is, and please, everyone, if you'd like, we have the handouts. We'll come out and pass them out too for you. Microsoft.com/FastTrack. When you go to that website, front and center is a log on or sign in button. You use your tenant ID to log on, and that gets you into the portal where you will have the request for assistance form, success plans, and other tools. So fill out that request for assistance form. What that does on the back end is it routes into our intake team. The intake team reviews that, and they assign you a FastTrack manager. Think of that FastTrack manager as like your PM, and then they will route you to the experts based on the workload that you're looking to deploy. And then we take it from there on this journey we talked about today.
I got the tenant name. I just need, is there my tenant ID?
Yes.
Along with it? Okay.
Yes.
And just as a CISO, your security strategy and direction is really key because FastTrack at the end of the day is a execution execution engine. But there are some front end where you vision and strategize. And as a CISO, making sure those requirements for your company is relayed to our people who are going to execute for you is really key. And the folks on your team that will partner with our delivery team to execute, that they understand your vision and requirement for your cloud strategy and security. Because the enablement piece is what's going to happen with the delivery team. But it's super important that, as a CISO and the vision and the requirements that are directed for your company, that is what's executed. So that vision is really key when you're engaging with FastTrack on the front end to be able to really provide that vision.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, we have time for one more question live, and then we will go off to the side and happy to answer a lot more questions for you. So, sir?
Hey guys, thanks for a great session. Appreciate that. I just want to clarify as far as education customers, are we also entitled to FastTrack? Because we've heard some conflicting information.
Yes, you are.
All right.
Yes.
Great. Thank you.
And we welcome it. Sign on. Remember, everyone, please go to the expo, the booth. We have a lot of experts there as well that can also help you to execute and even get started today or do a one-on-one clinic. Thanks, everybody, for coming.